Anne Frank was a normal girl before hiding and during hiding that loved to learn, play, and hang out with her friends.
Everything went downhill when Adolf Hitler was appointed chancellor. Never hesitating to use lies or brute force to achieve his goals, Hitler had the ability to rouse an audience. Hitler had a big hatred towards Jews and tried to discriminate them. He led many men and women to destruction. Like many other of Hitler's laws, Jews had to go to separate schools. They were forced to wear a Star of David that said Jude on all their clothes. When things started getting bad, Otto Frank created a secret annex in the living quarters at his factory, though the Franks had a change of plan and had to move in earlier when their daughter Margot got her deportation letter. The Franks took in the Van Dynes' close friends and later on took in a dentist named Dussel.
The families got help from friends of Otto Frank with resources of food, education, and fun things to do. Their living quarters was hidden behind a cabinet that nobody knew of.
Of many rooms in the secret annex, this was the room that Anne Frank shared with Dussel. During Anne's time hiding, she had a diary she wrote in daily, writing down her thoughts and feelings while living in rough conditions. She wrote the truth about herself and told us about life as a Jew, having to hide in fear, afraid of death. Though Anne's words were inspiring because she always knew how to stay strong. D-Day was a very special day for all Jews. June 6, 1944 was the day the United States invaded Germany. One by one, concentration camps were let go and Jews were liberated. After hiding in the secret annex for 2 years, Anne Frank, her family, and the others later on were found and arrested by the Gestapo and sent to a concentration camp. All 8 were put on a freight train for 3 days and nights. Once at the platform, men and women were separated. It was the last time Otto Frank saw his family. Concentration camps were brutal and rough. Jews had to get their heads shaved and were forced to strip down their clothes and put on the striped clothes that they were given. Jews were stripped of their name and had to get a tattoo number to verify who they were. They were forced to work 12 hours a day, and if you looked sick or ill, you were killed. Margot died at the end of February, with Anne dying shortly after her. Both of them died of typhus. After the World War, Otto Frank came home hoping for